All right, so you have another question?
Yes. How do I handle or deal with or manage jealousy? Um, for me personally, I like to think of what I am to him versus what somebody else is. So, what have we kind of built? What have we partnered up and done together, within our marriage? So, I like to focus on the positives, the positivity of our marriage, and not focus on the things that could possibly make me jealous, or and then the other thing of that is too is that with my co-wife and I don't want to keep score of things that she does or has, or where she goes or doesn't go, or I want to like champion for her, and I know that she does that for me. So when you have that, it's more difficult to become jealous. And then I don't have a husband that has his chest stuck out, all married to two women, and look at me and I need all the attention and all stuff like that. So when you have the two people helping you not go there, feel that way, it's easier not to become jealous. And we also don't do things to create jealousy. So there's no outward affection going on outside and, in front of each other. And I'll hug her, and I always want to hug her mother to mother, and make sure she's okay. And she does the same thing for me. Same thing for me. So, and I do admire that, uh, that she's, that gracious. So we hug each other. He'll come in. We don't hug him. We don't kiss him on the cheek in front of each other. So we don't create this atmosphere to fester jealousy. I have been jealous in the past, and in my youth, and somebody looking over at my husband, I'm like, I just need to take her head off.
You don't get jealous anymore?
I do get jealous, but manage my jealousy properly.
Right.
And it's not something that every day I'm jealous and I wake up and I go, well, he's, every other day he's not here, he's over there and he's probably doing it. I don't do that because I don't like feeding into negativity. And I feel like jealousy, there's a healthy kind of jealousy where you go, okay, this is my husband too, and he's going to be gone for the night. I wish he was here. I wish he could spend more time with me. And I wish he wasn't, stuff like that, but not, they're in the car together. I got to go over there and like crash the window open and break it on them and drag. I don't do that. So I think there's a good form of, missing him and wishing he was with me. But, I carry the love for him in my heart. So I do feel like even when he's not there, I feel like he's there with me in spirits. But I try to stay away from it, but I also don't have that. I just don't feel like I have an atmosphere where this negative stuff arises, because I don't, I just don't have that. I have really good people in my life that love me. And I'm talking about Nazir, I'm talking about Nyla. They love me and I love them. So, but sometimes I do wish he could stay with me a little longer. Sometimes I miss him,
Sometimes can't wait for me to go.
Oh, snap. And then even with that, I might want to, have time for me when he's not there, So what's good about that is I feel like I have a life of my own, and I still want to have my time for me. I think that's healthy to have time away from each other, and because then if you have time away from each other, it's like I miss him more when he's gone, And sometimes he could be sitting right next to me, and I miss him, but that might not be the time I can talk to him or tell him what's going on. And so, yeah, I get jealous, but, it's not unhealthy. It's just a natural missing his presence and wish he was with me versus somewhere else. But that's not every single day either. But I don't have people, feeding into negative energy in my life anyway. And I'm really grateful for the both of them. I am.
Good stuff. That's a question I get sometimes is, well, how does it work? First of all, that's an extra general question.
Right.
How does what work specifically? And then the normal following question is everybody stay in the same house?
That's a big one, yeah.
In our situation, no.
Yeah.
No. Two separate homes, Thankfully, only 4 blocks apart, but 2 separate homes.
Yeah.
That's what works for us. I don't think it's necessary or it would be viable in my situation to have really 2 queens in the same house. It's not going to work in our situation with all the children and stuff that we have and stuff too. No. Now, again, if that home was maybe 15, 20,000 square feet,
that's another
and
matter.
there are different wings,
it's another matter.
I can handle that. A certain amount of land
in paradise.
That's different. But no.
And I would also want to add something. I have enough navigating my grown daughters in my kitchen and in my bathroom, in my bedroom, just all over the house. So, again, for us, that wouldn't work. But if the house was major, it could work. It could work. I would be down for that, but the house has to be how many thousand square feet? Yeah. Some wings.
Enough.
Absolutely.
All right. Have last question.
My last question, I do get asked, a lot of these questions we get asked repeatedly. So over the years, I get asked, how do I not focus on what he's doing when he's gone? And to be truthfully honest, I have children that I'm still mothering and raising, and he's available to us at all times. I'm not a single mother. I'm not going to proclaim to be. I've never been, and kudos to women that are. I celebrate them too. I have good friends that are.
We married young too.
We married very young.
I met her when I was 14 years old. And 5 years later, I know I was going to marry her anyway. I told her that. She didn't believe me.
I didn't.
I wasn't Muslim, nothing. I met her as a freshman in high school. But 5 years later, we got married.
And that's incredible.
I became Muslim and everything else. So
incredible.
That accelerated things. So just for a little background on that. So
yeah, we got a lot of years. What I do is I try to create a life for myself like I did before polygyny. I had a life outside of my children, outside of their father, my husband. I had a life outside of that, so I wanted that to continue. I think it's important for all of us as individuals. I think it's important for him to have separate time from us, the wives, the children. We're not built to be under or with someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My grandma had the best saying. She said, you came here by yourself, you're going to leave here by yourself. So that's important because he has his own soul. My co-wife, Nyla, has her own life when he's not there. This is something that all of us as adults have to do, because then we come together to help parent the children in this family. We're better for it because we're coming back refreshed. We've created healthy space from each other, and we have our own individual lives. And then we just come together and when we need to and start over, and we can raise our kids, because they're children. I love them as much as I love my own, and she loves my kids just as she loves her own. So if we don't have time away from these people, we're in trouble. So I create a life for myself outside of, my married life with my husband and my children.
It's just called being an adult.
Yeah.
Really, it's time to just sit around and just, we're adults, you know what I'm saying? You have goals in life. When you have goals, you're trying to move forward toward them. We progress toward them, not just sitting back, letting time pass. So whether it's just working on yourself, achieving a financial goal, a health goal, a study goal, whatever, it's called being an adult. That's what it's called. If our children were sitting there just daydreaming about something or someone, we'd be upset. Right. So we had to utilize those same pieces of advice we give them for ourselves.
And you have to allow yourself to switch your focus. So if I go, I must focus on Nazir, where he is. I wonder if they went to the zoo. I wonder if they went to No, I switch my focus. Say, okay, he's not here right now, just like I did before polygyny. It's different, of course. I'm not saying it's the same, but it's the same in that he's not with me all the time, and I have to switch my focus, and I have other things to do. I have children in my home to mother. So, you got to create a life for yourself and allow yourself to have one.
Indeed. So prayerfully, again, you got some good information out of this Q&A. If you haven't already subscribed to our email list where we put different videos out, share different events and workshops we have going on, then make sure you do at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com. So we're going to sign off. Remember that a wish changes nothing, but a decision changes everything.
And adding value to yourself is always priceless.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.